Hi there, I'm Eddie. Thanks for practicing yoga with me today. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give my video a thumbs up. Thank you. Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for coming to yoga. I'm happy that you're here. My name is Eddie, if you don't know me. Really looking forward to practicing with you today here at the end of the year. We got today, and then I'm going to teach again on New Year's Eve. But we're kind of moving towards the end of the year, and hopefully we're feeling good. I hope you've got a little bit of time off to enjoy yourself, or at least your pace has slowed down a little bit and you can enjoy yourself and enjoy your practice, of course. Enjoy your practice. So thank you so much for being here. As I said, if you've got an injury, you need to take care of yourself. Don't push it. If something doesn't feel good, you just have to pull back, wait for a moment. Look at it as exploration, just what feels good. Whenever someone's working with an injury, I always say, don't jump into the deep end of the pool. Put your foot on the first step. If it feels okay, then go down to the second step, then go down to the third step, then you're in the shallow end, and then maybe you can go into the deep end. Don't just do a cannonball into the deep end, okay? Be responsible for yourself. Thank you for coming. All right, before we begin, I want to just share a very brief story with you that resonated quite a lot with me and reminded me of kind of a theme and what I want to talk about today, what I want to go today, really about clarity, gaining clarity through our life's experiences and then taking that clarity and moving forward with it. Yesterday, I was talking to a friend of mine, a very good friend who has been connecting with a man online. They've been kind of doing an online, dating thing for the last couple of months, and it seemed to be going pretty well. And then some things happened and it fell apart. And we were talking about it last night, and she was quite upset about it, although she really acknowledged and realized that because of the things that happened, she realized this isn't the right guy for me. But she was still lamenting the fact, excuse me, she was lamenting the fact that this thing that she had wanted didn't come to fruition. And I said to her, not trying to be insensitive, but I said to her, look, if you know that it wasn't right and it didn't work out, yes, you're sad about it and you can be sad and that's real, but you can also take the bounce from it. You can also realize that through this experience, through this online dating of this guy for 2 months, you gained a lot more clarity about what it is you do want from a partner in the future. And like I was saying on Tuesday, we can either focus on what we don't want or we can focus on what we do want. And when you know what you don't want, you know what you do want. I had a similar experience in my personal life a couple of months ago, and I lamented the situation, the falling apart of this particular relationship. I lamented and lamented and lamented. I felt like crap. But the truth is that I gained a lot of clarity about what I want as I go forward in the future. So if we can keep our minds there as opposed to there, we'll feel a lot better. So let's take the bounce, even from COVID, from anything that's going on. It is producing clarity. And if we take the bounce, go with what we want, is really going to help us move forward, I think, in 2021. So take the bounce, gain clarity from what doesn't work out, and move on forward. Hands together at your heart. Hands together at your heart. Even when you have an injury, I was talking to someone before class. Even when you have an injury, well, you know from this, oh, I want a stronger body. I want a healthier body. I want to be more conscious in my body. Whatever it is, right? Take the bounce from it. Rub your hands together. Or lament it. It's your choice. I lamented for a couple months. It didn't feel too good. But it's my choice. I can do that. But I'm ready to take the bounce now and ready to take it with you. Hands together at your heart. Take a slow breath in. Hold that breath in. Now just start to feel yourself opening into clarity. Exhale your breath out. Let's do it again. Inhale. Hold it. What does clarity feel like in the mind? Exhale all your breath out. One more time. Inhale. Hold it. Clarity feels like freedom from opposition, freedom from contrary thoughts, space, peace, openness. Exhale all of your breath out. Beautiful. Let's chant our Oms. Inhale. Om. One more time. Inhale. Om. lied. We still have one more. Inhale. Om. Good. Take a nice deep breath in and out. Ah, feels so nice to be in a fun and playful mood. Okay, let's move just a little bit, starting with our hands on the fronts of our shins. Loosen your spine. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. And forward. Okay, now you got the idea. Go at your own pace, my friends. Do about 4 or 5 more of these. I always close my eyes. I'm always looking into myself when I'm practicing. This is an introspective practice. Not just the nature of my mind in the moment, but the nature of my body, the state of my body in the moment. What feels good, what feels bad. Inhale, open it. Hold your breath in. And exhale all of that breath out. Really nice. Take your arms, reach them out to the side. You inhale up. We're going to twist. Exhale, twist in one direction. Inhale, come on all the way back up. Twist in the other direction. Doesn't matter which way you go. Inhale and exhale. We're going back and forth a few times. Hear my breath. Move with me. Always exhaling into that twist. Now, whatever side you happen to be on, that's where I want you to stay. Again, it doesn't matter where you are. You know, maybe today your lower back feels a little tight, and so you say, I'm not going to crank it all the way. I'm going to get a moderate twist going, and I'm going to really breathe. Focus on the softening. Inhale, reach those arms up. Let's go in the other direction. Good. Come on all the way back. Very, very nice. Okay, I want to do just one more thing here. I want to lift the breastbone up. We're going to kind of release the neck a little bit. So drop your chin and then very slowly start to make some circles. I want you to go slowly enough that you can feel where you're tight. Just breathe it. And when you get to that tight spot, you might even slow it down a little bit more and really kind of feel the stretch as you're coming around. I'm going to admit this one is for me today. I think I slept a little funny. Let's go to the other side. Inhale, but it's for you too. And release that neck. Do you all feel happy to be sitting here right now? I do. Just happy for this opportunity to practice. Happy for an hour to be with you, to be together, to work on ourselves. Inhale. And let your breath go. That was lovely. Come on, everybody, onto your hands and your knees, please. And let's get to moving. So let's start with a leg lift. How about that? Inhale, right leg extends and lifts. Exhale, knee to your nose. Inhale, back. Exhale. Now, if you wanted to lighten this, inhale, you could keep both knees on the ground and do cat-cow. Good, and we're going to take the last one. We're going to inhale, reach the leg back. I'm going to take the opposite arm, lift it up like I'm shaking someone's hand. So the thumb is pointing up. Looking into my stability, my balance, my kind of core strength here. My breath. And exhale, bring it down. Let's go to side 2. Inhale, take it back and up. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. 2 more. Good. 1 more. Inhale. Hold it, and the opposite arm will lift. Very good. Taking one more breath here. And bring your hands down. Now, this is a shoulder stretch, so my friends who are watching out for their shoulders, be light in this. Take your elbows, bring them down onto the ground. Now, my butt is still up, so I'm not sitting into child's pose. I'm going to interlace my fingers and inch my elbows forward a little bit. Put the head down, and then you just pull a couple inches back with your seat. It's not far. You don't have to go far to really get deep in this shoulder stretch. The more you wiggle your elbows forward, the deeper it's going to be. If you wiggle your elbows back, it's lighter. Good. Keep that nice dynamic stretch. Your hips are going back. Your elbows are reaching forward as much as you can. And slowly, bring yourself back onto your hands and your knees. Now, take a moment to feel this. Your shoulder, let it just fall down and kind of rest on the head of your arm bone. Like, feel that connection there. Shoulder and arm are just really merging. Toes into the ground. Downward facing dog. Go ahead and take it as you like. Come up and down, walk in place, do the twist. Rest in child's pose. This is your practice. Go. When you know what you don't want, you know what you do want. Where do you place your focus? Comes back to focus, and that's what we're training in yoga. So much of our training is focus. Keep the mind steady. Focus on the breath. Focus on the sensation. Keep your mind present. Develop the ability to focus your mind like you would a camera lens, an old-fashioned camera lens, that is. Look forward. What in the field of vision are you going to focus in on? Hands come under your shoulders. You're in a plank pose right at the top of your push-up. Now hold that for a moment. Those of you not feeling as strong, put your knees on the ground. Those of you feeling a little stronger, let's go crazy. Let's lift our right leg up. Maybe toes are about 6 or 8 inches off the ground. You should really hold it there, nice and strong. Let's switch sides. So I'm going to lift my left leg up. You don't have to do that, but you can. One more inhale. And slowly release. Come on down into a back bend. It could be gentle. It could be cobra. Let's hold it for 5 breaths. It could be upward dog if you're feeling nice and juicy and you want to go up. Inhale. And exhale. Back we go. Let's keep on walking. Let's walk, let's walk, let's walk. And we'll be at the back of our mat. Happy here. Rub your hands. Wrap your hands around your elbows. Let your head go. And let's hang for a moment. How about I give you a direction for your breath awareness? When you inhale, start in your feet and your heels. Inhale up the back of your legs to your tail, to your hips. Exhale down over your back like a waterfall, spilling out your head. Inhale up your legs and down your back. Do that about 5 more times at your own pace. We move the energy, we move the consciousness with our mind. One more. Inhale. Exhale over your back. Sweep out, come on, all the way up. Keep your hands up to the ceiling for just a moment if you can. Step your feet together so that they're touching one another. Let's interlace all of our fingers. Undo your index finger. If this is too much in your shoulders, then just bring your hands to your heart. Let's take the hands, go to the right, and let the hips shift to the left. If you want to try something a little bit deeper, take your left foot, cross it in front of your right foot. So you're crossed at the ankles. Left foot in front of the right, and then really, really shift your hands to the right. Hips to the left. Inhale up. Good, release your hands down for a second. We're gonna make those legs come back together. Inhale, reach up, interlace, index finger is free. Hands are going to the left, hips are going to the right. And if you want, right foot crosses in front of your left. Now find your peace here. Your wonderful body is making millions of little calculations, keeping you balanced. You don't have to think about it. Good. Inhale, come on all the way back up. Isn't that nice? Roll your shoulders out just a little bit. Maybe shake it out a little bit as you're walking forward to the front of your mat. There's no tension. Okay, keep on shaking if you want to. I'm going to do a sun salutation. I hope you'll join me. A series sun salutation. Modify if you like. Inhale, your arms come out. Maybe bend your knees if you need. Exhale, fold right down through the center. Hands on the shins or the floor. Look to the front. Step or lightly jump yourself back. Come to plank pose, top of your push-up. Now take your breath in and let's go down. Maybe your knees are down. Maybe you're hovering. Maybe it's a big back bend or a gentle one. We go back. Hold it for 5. It's movement, static, movement, static, movement, static. But the breath is consistent. Move with the breath. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, bend the knees and spring. 1, 2, or even get your feet together, whatever. Inhale, open. Exhale, fold. Arms out, chest up. Hands at your heart. Good? Good. Inhale up. Let's do it again. Exhale, fold. Look to the front. Gently step or jump yourself back to plank pose. Take your breath in. Lower down. Now, if you want to leave those off, you stay in down dog. You stay in child's pose. You'll never hear me tell you that you have to do something other than honor yourself. That you have to do. One more. Inhale, look to the front, bend your knees, lightly step or jump forward, open halfway. That's the inhale. Exhale folds you down. I think we're going to have to add a little bit of variation to this sequence now. So let's do it again, but let's vary it. So listen up, follow along. Inhale, hands to the ceiling. Exhale, fold. We're going to do just like we did to start. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, take yourself back, step or jump, plank pose, and hold. Now we're going to come to side plank on the right side. Let me start with the lighter variation for my beginners, or not as strong. Right knee down, right hand down, left hand up. Full side plank for those of you that want it. Okay, here we are. I'm going to go to full side plank. Let's hold that baby for a moment. Maybe we want to go arm over the ear, yes? Nice, we got it. Let's go to side 2. Come on back through the center. Again, I'll show you variation, beginning variation, lighter variation, knee on the ground, left knee down, right hand up. No big whoop. More intense, both legs straight, maybe stacking your feet, maybe arm over your ear. And we inhale onto the exhale, coming down through the center. Now, maybe it's down dog, maybe it's chaturanga up dog. You choose. What do you like? Yeah, I thought so. Here we go. Downward dog. Really good. I think we need to add one more variation on the next round, and then we'll call it a sequence. Look to the front, step forward, open halfway, inhale. Flow with me down, exhale. Arms out, chest up, and heart. Okay, take a breath. Let's do this last sequence. I'm going to add a little bit more core strengthening in it, both our tummy and also the side, the obliques. Inhale, reach your hands up above you. Exhale, fold down. I'll show you modifications. Don't worry. Look to the front. Gently step or jump yourself back. Come to plank pose. We are coming to a low plank. If you can do it without dropping your knees, fine. Otherwise, we're going to drop our knees. We're going to put our forearms down on the ground. Now, you can just simply step yourself back. That's really good. Or you can keep your knees on the ground. Keep your feet up. That's good too if that's what you can do. Hang out here, low plank. What I'd like to try is a twisted low plank. Keep your elbows on the ground. Turn both of your heels to the right. Both of your heels right. Both elbows are down. Both elbows are down. Let's go to the second side. Twist your heels to the left. And guess what? Both elbows are down. I say that because in class, people will always be lifting their hands up. I can't see you now, but keep your elbows down. Take one more. Bring it through the center. Come onto your tummy for just a moment. Stretch that belly long. Get yourself down. Put your chin down. Put your hands on the small of your back. Locust pose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. If you need to rest on your stomach, that's where you should be. Inhale up. Exhale, down. Last time, everybody. Inhale, lift. Maybe your arms are coming out to the side like the letter T. Maybe you're extending your arms forward. That feels a little much for my back in this moment, so I'm going to just go to the side. Do what works for you. One more inhale. And exhale, come on down. Take a moment. Put your forehead down. If you'd like child's pose in between, fine. We're going to do bow pose in a moment. Now, let's take both of our knees, bend them, reach back with one hand, reach back with the other hand. If you're not going to do this, maybe do cobra pose like we were doing in the sun salutations, upward dog, something like that. Here we go. Inhale, kick and lift, and down. Number 2, up. Good, and down. We're doing it 2 more times. Up 3, down. Last one, up, and breathe. Take about 5 or 6 breaths here. Watch out for your lower back. You can always come lower. You can come higher if you're feeling flexible. And last one, kick it. Ooh, exhale, come on. Back to child's pose. Stretch that lower back out. We're good. All right. We got to throw in a couple of standing postures while we're at it. So let's do this. Let's come forward. We're going to walk like this. Downward dog, walk back, hands at your feet. Put your hands on your shins. Look forward, open. Folding down, exhale. Let that head go completely, no tension. Arms out, chest up. Ooh. Exhale, hands down, right at your heart. Okay, stepping your feet together, we're going to go warrior one first. So I'm going to take my right foot all the way to the front of my mat. Left foot is going to be back, angled in, spinning inward. Turn the left hip forward. Put your left hand on your hip. Turn it forward. Bend the knee. You see how when you bend the knee, the left hip wants to go back? Turn it forward as much as you can. Back foot flat on the ground. If you can take those arms up, take them up. Now let me talk about some variations. Sometimes if our lower back is feeling a little pinched, someone was mentioning some lower back stuff, you can lean forward just a little bit. It doesn't have to be much. And you get that belly really strong, then you're out of any back bending element in your lower back. However, some of us maybe want to go more into a back bend. So opening the chest, opening the breastbone, maybe looking up to the ceiling. Take one more. Straighten your front leg. Take your arms out to the side. Now I need to adjust my feet a little bit. I'm going to go back slightly with my left foot. Arms are out, and where are we going? Warrior two. I want you to try and sink down. Look at that knee. Look at my front knee in relation to my heel. My front knee is over my heel, and I'm sinking. Oh boy. What are you guys doing to me here? Take a couple more breaths. Feel your heart beat fast. Maybe your hands are at your heart. That's okay. Now, don't straighten your leg if you can help it. Put your left hand back. Take your right arm, go up and over you towards the back wall. This is a gorgeous, beautiful, expansive stretch through the right waist and rib cage. Really, really open that up. Straighten your front leg now. Shift, shift, shift. Do you want to use a block for your triangle? Bring your hand down, maybe to your shin, maybe to your ankle, maybe to the block. Even bend the knee, put the hand above it. We don't care. Find a place you can balance. If you're wobbly, you can lament the fact that your balance is a little off. Or you can know what you do want. You want to move into greater stability. Mind, body. I want to move into greater stability. I want to be open to ways that I can do that. Take a deep breath in. Place your left hand back on your left hip. Now, how about half moon? Many of you will use a block. I'm going to bend my front knee, crawl my hands forward, and lift that left leg up off the ground. If it's too much for you, just stand up and take a rest for a moment. If you need the block, put it under your right hand. We're going to take the left hand, and up it goes. Very good. You know who's wobbly today? That's right. Take one more. I am. Go ahead and put your hands down, everybody. Step yourself back. And you know what? Who gives a rip? Come forward, lower down. Back bend. And downward facing dog. Take about 5 breaths. You got to know where your strengths lie. And you focus on those. Even if some areas are a little weaker. Take a nice deep breath in and out. And slowly walk your hands back. I know as a teacher I am not the most flexible. I don't do the fanciest of poses. Look forward and inhale. Exhale, fold forward. But I'm very confident in my communication skills. Sweep your arms out all the way up. Everyone brings something different to the table. Hands to your heart. Focus on what you got. Let's have a breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Open your eyes up, everybody. Excuse me. We are coming into that sequence. On side 2, I'm going to have you take your left foot all the way forward, rotate, turn, and look at the front. Get that little frog out of my throat, hopefully. Inhale, take the hands up to the ceiling, and breathe. Warrior 1. I can lament what I am not, or celebrate what I am. Two sides of the same coin. Okay, go ahead and straighten your front leg, open your hips up. Do you have to make some adjustments with your feet? Perhaps. Line them up, maybe widen your stance un poco, and exhale, sink that baby down. Get your warrior 2 here. That's right, get down in it. You know, you can always straighten the leg. You can always bring your hands to your heart. You can always sit down and cross your legs and be with us in spirit and breath. Take 2 more. Just give what you're capable of giving right now, and that's all you can do. Take your right hand back, take your left hand up. Good, take 1 more. Very good. Straightening your front leg. Take that front hand, reach it forward, and place it down. Take your right hand up. So we got triangle pose. Modify it as necessary. Use a block. One more inhale. And slowly release it down. Let's look at the ground. We're coming to our half moon, or you're resting if you need to. You're bending your front knee. Wiggle, wiggle those hands forward. Great place for a block underneath the left hand. Right hand's coming up to the sky. Half moon, nice and open. Big balancing pose. This was a good sequence. 4 postures, actually 5 postures in this sequence. Nice and long. Take 1 more here. Put your hands down. Step yourself back. Come forward if you want to go through the push-up cycle. Lowering. Back bend. And downward dog. Drop onto your knees. Take a second in child's pose. Now, maybe you want to put your hands back. Let this be a recharge just for 20 or 30 seconds. Just feel where you're at. Feel your breath adjusting. Feel your heart rate adjusting. Focus into yourself. Let your shoulders relax. Hands forward. Last bit of standing work here, and it won't be too bad, but I'll give you options. Downward facing dog. Walk your hands back to your feet. Walk, walk, walk. Walk, 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 walk. Inhale. Exhale. Fold down. Arms out, chest up. So good, yes? You like all my sound effects? Take your right foot, everybody. Step it forward. Turn both of your feet so that they are parallel now. Feet are parallel. I'll stand right in the middle. So you got your feet parallel. I'm even actually slightly turning them in. Choices. Do you want to take your hands down your legs to your ankles? or do you want to interlace behind your back? So interlacing behind your back is going to be deeper. Exhale, fold. Perhaps lift the hands up. Or perhaps put your hands down around your ankles. Put your hands on the floor. Let's let our head go. And breathe. Now in your mind's eye, let's do this. Pull two separate streams of energy up your leg. One comes up the right leg, one comes up the left leg. You feel it's like the inverted letter V. You inhale from both heels up. It meets at the tail. Exhale, it goes down like a waterfall. Try that 5 times. If you do that, you're going to feel energy moving. Energy is consciousness. It's your imagination. It's your awareness moving through your body. Take one more. Sweep your arms back. Come on all the way up. Whew. Okay, here's our last standing bit. Arms come out to the side. Now we're going to twist. So I want you to take your right hand down. You have 2 choices. You either put your right hand down in the middle, and that's a little bit lighter, or I would have you take your right hand, maybe grab your left ankle or somewhere near your foot, okay? And then from there, you'll take the opposite arm up to the ceiling. So you're going either down to the middle or you're going across to the opposite foot. And it really doesn't matter what side you're on because we're going to do both. One more. Good. Bring it down and take it up. So good. Yes. One more inhale and exhale. Come on all the way down. Roll yourself up to the top. Heel toe those feet back together. Turn, face the front. Mountain pose. Good. All right, clear that mind for just a moment. Clarity. Clarity that comes from focus. Perfect. Let's try this, my friends. Walk to the front of your mat. So this is a toe stretch. We've been doing this recently. If your toes have some arthritis or don't feel great, you might just sit down cross-legged and do a twist. Otherwise, we're going to do this. We're going to get up on our toes and we're going to really, really lift high. So my heels are up. I'm kind of sitting on my heels. I don't want to slump the back too much, so let's try and lift our chests up. Maybe one hand comes to your heart. Maybe 2 hands come to your heart and you're balancing. Anchor your balance with the floor of your pelvis and the focus of your gaze. I'm taking one more breath. And put your hands down behind you, okay? Now, again, sit down and cross your legs if you need a milder twist. But here's what we're going to do otherwise. Your hands are behind you. My butt, you see how I'm swinging it? Maybe not because my pants are black. My butt is off the ground. Left hand is going to be behind you. Right elbow comes outside your knee. So I'm twisting here. And you could do a seated twist. That's the last time I'll say it. Some of you might go from here into a side crow. If you know what that is and you do that, then do it. I hope you don't eat side crow. Take one more inhale. And let's come back through the center. And let's go to the other side. So my right hand is behind me. My left elbow is outside of my knee. Twisting. That's good. Perfect. Go ahead and put your buns on the ground. If you want to rock and roll, you can do it. If you don't, come onto your back with your knees in. If you do, you go back, exhale, you come forward. It's like swinging. You have to use your legs. You know, when you're on a swing set, like a kid, the legs kick out and then the heels pull back. That's what's producing the momentum. Inhale, legs kick out. Exhale, pull heels in. Let's do that about 5 more times if you like it. Inhale back. Exhale forward. When we come out of this, we're coming into happy baby pose. Inhale, roll back. Grab your big toes. Bend your knees. Soles of your feet are up to the ceiling. And let's take a moment here on our backs. We've had a lot of wonderful themes today, from focus, taking the bounce, the clarity that comes from when you know what you don't want, you know what you do want, focusing in the direction of what you do want as opposed to staying on what you don't want. Try and find the ease now as you breathe, as you hold your poses, to just be at ease, to feel like it's easy to control your vibration. It's easy to control your state of mind. It's easy to direct your focus. It's natural. Letting go of resistance. One more. Really, really good. And I want to take those legs and we're going to go wide with the legs. Spread your legs wide. I have moved my hands to the insides of my knees. Now, some of you might be flexible enough that you're going to hold on to your toes still. But we're trying to get the feet our legs as wide as they can be. Toes are back. Heels are pressing away. And breathe in, breathe out in a state of openness, resistance-free, clarity. You don't have to make any hard and fast decisions right now. Take one more, please. Bend your knees, put your feet on the ground. Let's just enjoy being on our back. Cross your right ankle onto your left knee, please. Hug that left knee into your body. I'm going to give us all variations. We're starting with variation 1. Let's call this variation 1. Simply pigeon pose on your back, thread the needle. Right ankle on the left knee, hands holding the shin or the thigh. Okay, that's our first variation. And some of you know this sequence. It may be a little funky for some of you, so think about it if you want to do it. Hopefully this makes sense. What I'm going to do is pull on my leg, roll my upper back up off the ground. So I'm engaged in a crunch, and I'm going to go one arm under, 2 arms under the right leg, stretching the left leg away. Again, this is optional now. It might not work for you. Most of us will stay up in a crunch. We're cradling the right leg in the crook of the elbows, both elbows. And look at your right ankle. Your left elbow should be around your right ankle. Now, the third stage would be to take your right arm, slide it out, bring it behind your head, bend the elbow, hook the fingers. I'm turning and looking right and leaning back, letting my weight recline into the crook of my arm. Taking last breath in and out. And I'm going to let that go. How bad can that be? Not too bad. I love the Barefoot Contessa, the chef on Food Network. And she'll make something and she always goes, now how bad can that be? Let's do side 2. How bad can that be? Not that bad. Let's grab the right shin, left ankle on the right knee. Mm. Hug it in. So you got stage one, you got variation one. You very well may want to stay in this first stage. If you're getting a wonderful stretch, that's good. Okay, you may want to go to the second stage by pulling in. So I roll up, I use my abs, arm under, leg away, arm under. So both arms are cradling that the left leg. I got my right elbow under that left ankle. And then if you're going for the third stage, optional again, left arm comes out, wrap it behind your head, interlace your fingers, look left, and lean back. Oh, yeah. That's where it's at. Taking one more. And slowly come on all the way back. Put your feet down onto the ground, everybody. Let's throw in a couple of back bends right now. So, starting with our feet down, how about we start with our hands flat beside us? Let's come up and down. You know, I always call it the slinky. I want you to really wave your spine as much as you can. So, inhale, lift up, and start the wave at the top of your spine and roll down, releasing the tail at the end. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, down. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, down. And last one, inhale, we lift. Stay up. Perhaps interlace your hands beneath you. Squeeze your shoulder blades together underneath you. If you feel like you want to transition to a bigger back bend, by all means, come into wheel pose. If you don't know wheel pose, it's like a little kid in gymnastics. Put your hands by your ears and push all the way up off the ground. Let's take 3 more breaths. One more. Exhale. We used to have a wonderful little girl named Charlotte who came to our class. And she would show all the adults up. She'd go, "It's easy." And she'd like pop into the deepest back bend. Then she did this thing, the spider walk, she called it. And she'd just walk around in wheel pose. It's easy. So we loved Charlotte. Here's what you're going to do. Pull your knees into your body. We still love Charlotte. We just haven't seen her for a while. Come on all the way up to sitting. Stretch your legs away in front of you. So I just rolled myself up. I'm going to pull the flesh out. Now, let's start maybe with the knees a little bit bent for everybody. Take your hands. We did this in the past couple weeks. I've been enjoying this pose. Pull your thumbs into your pads. Pull your fingers over your thumb. So it's a fist with your thumb on the inside. You're going to hit your knuckles rather together. We're going to place the hands underneath the belly. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, fold. Good. So now you've got your hands in your gut. It's not about how deep you are in the forward bend. I want you to just massage your stomach for a moment. Just massage your stomach. Couple more times, kneading your hands. Very good. Inhale, come on up, take a moment, take a seat. Maybe you'll bend your knees. Breath in and out. That kind of produced a upward moving energy that moved up into my brain. Just notice how you feel it, how you experience it. Let's take a forward bend. Maybe you'll work with knees bent. Now we're going to go into the full pose. Hands up. Exhale, extend over those legs. Maybe you use a strap. Bend your knees. If you're very flexible, put a block in front of your foot. Let's hang for a moment. Try Try and feel into the subtle aspects of the pose. Feel into the subtlety of what you're doing. You got to feel past the big stretch and the tight back and the tight legs. Very good. Inhale, slowly sit yourself all the way back up. Now, if you're very flexible, you're going to keep both of your legs straight. I'm going to show this. Actually, let's all do this way, and then you can take it straight in a moment. Bend your left knee a little bit. This is just to get into the pose. Bend your left knee. Take your right hand, so opposite hand, turn it thumb down. Okay, tell me what you really think about this pose. Go ahead and grab the little toe side of the foot and stretch your left arm back. So that would be kind of our beginning stage. See how I'm creating this diagonal line between my arms? If I wanted more intensity, I'm going to straighten the legs, try and bring them together, and then maintain my diagonal line. That's really, really intense. Big, big twist there. And then from there, again, your knee could be bent or your leg could be straight. Try and lean back. Look how I did it. My arms now are up at parallel. My left leg is off the ground and I'm getting a really zing. Zing goes the strings of my leg. Take one more inhale and then try and pull the left leg across to the right, and then we're really going to zing. Maybe even turn your foot a little bit. Kind of move the baby toe side away. Beautiful. Let's go to side two. Start by bending your right knee. Remember, you can modify anything. Take your left hand, thumb down. Grab the baby toe side of the foot. Okay? Right hand is coming back and up. Those of us who are going for more intensity are going to straighten both legs. It's much, much deeper in your spine. So make sure it works for you. Again, knee could be bent, leg could be straight. Try and lean back a little bit until your arms come up parallel to the ground. Your leg is up. Clang, clang, clang goes the trolley. Zing goes the strings of my leg. Maybe you're going to take your right leg and move it over to the left. I love that I can be such a nerd with you all. Keep myself entertained. Hope I entertain you too. Take a deep breath in and bring it all the way back. Everybody cross your legs. Cross your legs. Don't click that off button here. We're going to breathe for just a minute or two. Open your hands. Don't click leave meeting. This is going to be good for you. You're going to enjoy this. Join your thumb and your first finger. Get your spine tall. Pull your chin back towards the throat. Imagine that your spine is like a drinking straw for just a moment. Eyes are closed. Imagine that there's a hollow tube. It starts at your tailbone. It goes all the way through your spine, comes up into your brain. Take a slow, deep breath. Pull the liquid from the base up into the brain. Up through the drinking straw. Exhale, pull it back down or let it flow back down through the tube, through the straw to the tail. Again, inhale up. Powerful breath. Exhale down. You can breathe out your mouth if you want. But you're moving the energy. Inhale up. Hold it in now. Kind of squeeze the straw from the base up. Keep moving the awareness, intensifying it in the brain. And exhale. Let it start to go back down to the tail. Let's do it again. Inhale up. As you hold it, pull from the base of the straw up to the brain. Push the energy up. Exhale, let it come down. Last breath like this. Inhale up. Hold it and squeeze. Look into your third eye. Look right into the center of your forehead. Exhale it out. Keep your attention there. Let your breath go. Now imagine that you see in your third eye point a bead of light or a star, just a very kind of off in the distance. There's a bead of light or there's a star of light. And imagine that it has a magnetic attraction and it's pulling your consciousness towards it. Flowing forward into the front of your brain. Flowing forward through a tunnel towards this star, this bead, this light source. Feel your clarity. Clarity as in the absence of distraction, the absence of resistance. It's beautiful. All right, I love doing that with you. Come onto your backs, everybody. Come onto your backs. If you like sitting up, you're more than welcome to stay there, focusing into your third eye point. Otherwise, we're going to have a few minutes on our back in Shavasana. Once again, don't click your leave button. Take a few minutes to rest. Turn your palms up. Let your feet flop open. Let that awareness that you built, that light, that clarity, that focus, that energy in the front of your brain, let it start to move through you like a warm glow through the back of your brain stem. Feel it in your jaw and your teeth. Your teeth soften, your jaw kind of relaxes. Feel the warm glow moving down through your throat, your neck. Over your shoulders, your collarbones. Down through your arms, your elbows, your wrists, your hands. Feel it down through your belly, your hips, your legs, your knees, your feet. Your warm, glowing ball of energy for just another minute. We are going to slowly come back into our bodies with a nice deep breath in and out, feeling so refreshed, so fresh and so clean. Wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes. Good. Don't you feel good? Pull your knees into your body. Roll over to your side. Sit up, acknowledging that you feel good. Acknowledging that you feel clear. Acknowledging that you feel open. Acknowledging that you have the power, that you did this. You made it happen. You made it happen. You tapped into who you are. All right, we're going to close with one final Om. Take a breath in. Om. Good. Rub your hands together, make them warm. Take your hands over your head and your body and down. Namaste. Thanks for practicing with me today. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up.